Hello, how's it going? I'm going to talk to you today about my exercise therapy. So, when Danny first got sick, um, he was in a place where I couldn't even leave the house to go get a workout in. Like my mother-in-law would come over so I could go get a workout in, or sometimes she'd come over so I could just take a nap. And after 3, 4 months went by, I just realized I had to work out to stay sane. Um, you know, I think exercising was like a quick pick me up, and it released endorphins to help me feel it just kind of helped neutralize things for me. I still had a lot of tools I needed to learn to just kind of do more than survive, but this was like a good quick thing for me. Um, and then, I talk about this in a later post, but there was some trauma that my husband and I had to, some additional trauma my husband and I had to process. And so, the combination of not working out, stress from work, insomnia from my betrayal trauma, um, not taking time for myself, emotional eating because I didn't have the tools to process all these hard truths and just everything that I was dealing with. Um, I just gained some weight, legitimate weight. And looking back, I'm actually kind of amazed at how fast my body was able to pack on the pounds. But also looking back, I feel like if my body could talk, it probably would have been like, what's going on? The world is ending. There's no normal anything going on. We're not sleeping. We're not doing this. Whatever is going on, I think the world is ending. So pack it all on just in case, store up, because who knows what is going to happen. And so I gained over 40 pounds in about 18 months. And that's like a full pregnancy, but with no baby. So there you go. And, I was totally buffering with food. And buffering is something we do to avoid and feeling an emotion, basically. And usually it's negative ones. So as humans, we buffer in different ways. Some people might buffer, they might avoid feeling negative emotions by being productive or by working out or with video games, Netflix, food, sugar, so many different things. Does this mean these things are bad? No, it doesn't. So if you were curious to know, am I doing that? Am I buffering? I think something you could ask yourself is okay, why am I doing this? Am I avoiding an emotion? Am I trying to numb out, or is this for renewal? And I know for me, there are a lot of times after a really long day, I just wanted to watch an episode of Parks and Rec or something like that. And I felt totally okay with that. But I also know for me, I was totally buffering with food. And after one summer, I remember I went on vacation, and getting back from vacation, I remember thinking all right, it's time. I need to get my butt in gear. I need to sign up for some races and do something. But there was part of me that was just resisting these thoughts. I was like, what's going on here? I used to love this stuff. I want to I want to get back in shape. And it was interesting because I feel like this part of me was like, no, you don't need to just get back in shape. Start small. Something was just telling me, reconnect with your body, start with yoga. And, part of me was like, yeah, but I don't burn as many calories with yoga. I want to burn more calories and blah, blah, blah. So I signed up with a personal trainer. And even that, 5 sessions in, we ended up both realizing I just needed yoga. And it was really interesting because um, I started going to yoga, and I came away from these sessions feeling more connected to my body than I ever had in the past. So I'd experienced trauma. And like I said in a post, I think one of my earlier posts about trauma, I disassociated from my body because I didn't want to feel the pain, and I didn't have tools to process this pain. And I feel like I was at a place again in my healing where I was ready to reconnect even more with my body. Um, so it was interesting. I started going to some yoga studios, which was really good. And then I started the life coaching stuff and through the life coaching, I started thinking thoughts about my body that helped me feel more and neutral towards my body. And then neutral thoughts, instead of I hate my body, I could think I have a body. And I think I'm going to talk about that in a later post. So, anyway, but was able to get to a place where I could have more loving and accepting thoughts about my body where it was. And I remember Brooke saying, like, if you don't love your body now, you're not going to love it when you're thin. And I just want to share with you that I do believe that. And, at the end of 2017, that's when I kind of hit my high on the scale. And it's crazy. Like, I hit my high at the end of 2017, like on my birthday. And I had so much compassion for myself. I gave myself so much compassion, permission to have compassion. Instead of shaming myself and saying things like, ugh, like, wait till you fit into your old jeans. That's when you'll be happy. I would think thoughts like, of course you gained this weight. Like, your body did what it knew how to do to survive. Like, it acted exactly as it should have. You were dealing with so much, and you are just as lovable now as you have always been. Was able to say these things to myself and actually believe them. And today I'm about halfway uh, towards returning kind of more back to my normal spot. And it feels amazing. And the amazing thing is I'm doing it with an attitude of love and abundance and not like fear and scarcity. So yeah, I might have gotten to this. I could maybe still get to the result that I wanted through shaming myself. But by doing it like with this mentality of like love, abundance, and acceptance, I'm going to get to that same result, and the journey is going to be that much better.